Okay. Well, if anybody else joins here, I'll just let them in. If not, we can go ahead and get started. So thanks everybody for jumping on here. I'm overwhelmed, right? I'm overwhelmed about how many people read my posts and wanted to know about it. And it was funny. I didn't expect maybe one person, something like that. But then my Facebook Messenger just started to light up, and I was like, this is a lot of people. It might be easier for me to just organize a Zoom and just have everybody jump on, ask questions, right? Interactive, and just kind of share my story. Because there's so many people on here, I did want to bring in a couple other people that are also in the same travel club to share their experiences. And I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I probably don't even know that they've experienced too through it. So yeah, I thought that's what I do, and then open up for questions, and then kind of talk about next steps if anybody's interested, or if anybody wants to schedule more time one-on-one, do comparisons, that sort of thing. We can do any of that stuff, anything that anybody needs. So sound good? Gonna take silence as a yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I joined this travel club about 10 months ago. My really good friend Hillary, she's on this call. She just kept telling me about it, and she was like, Mike, with as much as you travel, I really think that it'd be a good thing for you and Matt to be able to do, because she shared her experiences with how much money she saved and all the places she got to go. And so we took me a couple times, right? Hillary took me a couple times asking her some questions. She was kind enough to kind of like get on the site with me, and we tried some different destinations and that sort of thing, so that we were able to just kind of take a look, and I could kind of feel comfortable with everything. And yeah, and that's been 10 months. I haven't really opened my mouth about it, right? Because I wanted to make sure that I felt comfortable with it before I started telling people about my experiences with it. But we've now done, I think this is my 11th booking. Like literally right now, I'm in Mexico, and this is a room that I booked through the travel club, and it saved us a lot of money. It really has. So I'll start out with just a quick story, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about like what it entails, that sort of thing. So I know I see a few of you on here that are also my buddies that do mortgages. So I think it was October, um, one of our lenders had uh, it was a conference, and it was in Vegas, and they booked a block of rooms, and it was the Rio. That's where it was. It was the Rio, so like off the strip. And the block of rooms they booked were discounted from $350 a night to $250 a night. And I was like, well, okay, whatever. Let me just go on the website and let me see what the travel club has. And for 3 nights, would you believe that it was $100 a night total? It was $300 for the same dang hotel that they were trying to get me to pay 250 at the discounted rate through the block. And I was like, well, Matt, I guess we're going to Vegas. I guess we're going to this conference, right? So we were able to do that. I'm in Merida, Mexico. I booked this with it. We're here for another week, and then we're going to a place in Mexico City that super super beautiful. It's in Roma, which is a really like bougie area, Mexico City. And yeah, the place I wanted was $250 or $260 a night on hotels.com. Why was it $53 a night on this travel site? Like, I showed it to Matt, and he was like, well, I guess we're staying there. So um anybody who knows me knows that I'm also a big Airbnb fan. Like, I love an Airbnb. So I kind of pepper it in, right? So we're also going to Colombia. We're staying for a longer amount of time in Colombia. We're staying for a month, right? Airbnb for a month normally gives you a month discount. So it worked out better, and we would have more room to do an Airbnb. So I use kind of both interchangeably based upon how long, where I'm going, that sort of thing, to be able to do it. So just kind of a just what my experience was. The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick before we go into like how it does work, how is it structured. Um, I needed some tax help. We as mortgage brokers, right? We need some write-offs. So we talked to our CPA about it. Our number one thing that we weren't writing off was travel. It really was. So when we talked to him and when Hillary shared this with me, and then we talked to him about it, basically we were able to structure this in a way to where it was a sole proprietorship. And anytime that you see me sharing my photos wherever I am, technically I'm marketing. And so we didn't have to start a new, you can if you want, we didn't have to start a new LLC, anything. We just wrote off our travel based upon having it as a sole prop. And we just got our 2025 or 2024 taxes done, and we were able to write off $23,000 in income, which was pretty insane. So that was just another thing. And that was the thing to where I was like, all right, if I was able to do this, like, why am I holding back from telling other people about my experience? So that's just kind of a preface of like what I was able to do and why I wanted to just write up about it. So I'm gonna introduce a couple people here as well, that are also part of the travel club, and then we'll talk about how it's structured and then kind of what it entails, if that's cool with everybody. Again, this is super formal, so if anybody has anything to say, please take yourself off mute, chime in as well. No worries. But first, my very good friend Hillary is on the call. I want her to say hey and introduce herself for a minute.
Great. Thank you so much, Michael. It's really fun to hear your story. And we all have stories. And I don't want to take a whole lot of time to talk about myself because I want to introduce Todd and my friend Randy here. And but basically, I've been a member of this club for about 18 months, I think, and I've traveled 26 times last year. And when I first met Michael, he was the expert. I'm just learning how to travel and what that means for me, and it's been life-changing just to be able to go. And he and I know each other because I run Airbnbs for a living and I own one. And so it kind of was like I had met Randy, and Randy's on this call too, but I was like, Randy, I think I can combine two things to work for me. I'm an empty nester. I have grandbabies and I enjoy them, but I want to rent my house out, and it was kind of a new purchase. And I hadn't done it before, and I had just finished a remodel. I was like, if I rent my house out, I think I could save money with Travorium and go to Europe. So I went to Europe for 7 weeks last summer, and it was amazing. And it was really funny because Michael goes, what was your favorite place you went to? And I'm like, well, I really like Porto. I really like Nice. Of course, my bucket list was Paris, and it was really great, but it wasn't my favorite, which was shocking. And then he turns right around and buys a place in Porto. And I was like, oh my God, who does that? You
So
know,
that's not public information. So you heard it here first, y'all.
sorry,
That Matt and I
sorry.
bought a house in Portugal.
He bought a house in
It's all
Portugal.
good. It's all good. It's all good.
And I'm just so excited for him. And but this is what the travel club does, is you can go find places in the middle of nowhere and it becomes like a second home to you. But there's a lot to share with you. I'm sure you have questions. If you guys, because we want to kind of keep this to a short Zoom, if you want to write your questions on the message chat, and then I'm going to ask Todd to come on. Todd is somebody who's been in the company a really long time, knows it a whole lot better than I do, and he could share with you a little bit how it works. So I'm going to go ahead, and he's just an amazing person. I've met him and his wife, Gina. We actually met in Sicily, Italy last year. It was so much fun. And of course, a few times since then. So
Yeah, Bo, I think that Hillary and Michael kind of summed up what we do pretty incredibly. I mean, Michael, congratulations on all the tax write-offs. We're doing our taxes right now, and we're getting to write off all of our airfare. My wife buys dresses for the galas we go to. We get to write that off. I get my shoes shined. I get to write that off. All of the Ubers, everything else, and the tax write-offs alone. When you understand what Michael shared, means like, wow, I'm going to save thousands and thousands of dollars in taxes. It's like getting to be able to travel for free when you fully grasp. I mean, you see it on your tax return and the kind of money that you can get back because you had this, travel business. You begin to realize like, wow, no wonder these people are so excited. Not to mention, when you look at the travel industry, it's an industry that's controlled by two companies. And most people don't know that. There's a great video that Hillary and Michael and Randy can share with you guys, but it comes from NBC News investigative reports. And I think they broke the story about 3 years ago. But they said, when you go online and you're price shopping, you're going to Expedia, you're going to Trivago, Orbitz, Travelocity, cheap tickets, hotels.com, you're going to all these different places, not knowing that the same two companies own every single one of them. I mean, they literally sit back and laugh and go, I wonder who they're going to choose, because the money's coming to the same place no matter who you choose. And what that's done is it's allowed them to put a lot of markup in travel. In fact, if you were just to Google the top internet companies in the world, you're going to see Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix. Well, on that list of the top internet companies in the world, here's Booking.com and Expedia. And you think, okay, well, we know they're big companies, but if you think about it for a moment, you're like, wait a minute, they don't own anything travel related. They don't have a car rental agency. They don't have a hotel or cruise ship or resort. How are these guys making billions and billions and billions every year, just like Google, Amazon, and Facebook? Because what they own is a monopoly. And so there's huge markup in travel. And when you get rid of that markup, you can begin to book travel, what's called the travel agent rate. And for my wife and I, this thing kind of happened by fluke. We had a daughter that played college softball. You might see the softball over my head right there. She had an incredible career. And she set the home run record at her college. So we were obviously not wanting to miss any of her games because she was a very productive player. And so we were traveling the entire country to catch all her games. So we're living in hotels, living in rental cars. As you can imagine, this is getting expensive. And so we were open to the idea of saving money on travel. And we found out about the program. We tried it. And sure enough, we were booking stuff, 50% off, sometimes only 30, sometimes as much as 70. But we were saving a bloody fortune. Well, you're going to learn that through the process, you can kind of share that information with other people, and you can, again, earn free travel. Something we just introduced last week is we have a travel link that we can share with any one of you for free, or you can come on board with our company and you can share the link for free. And those customers are going to save half as much as what Michael, Hillary, and I would save. So they're going to save money, not as much as we're going to save. We're going to save twice as much as a free customer. But the free customer can save half as much as us, which means they can still save a fortune. Well, for every dollar they save, you're going to earn $1 in free travel. If they save 100, you just earned $100. If they save 500, you just earned $500. Well, if you share that link with 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, next thing you know, you've got 5, 10, 15, $20,000 in travel credit. You can use it on airline tickets, hotels, cruises, rental cars, excursions. You can get Starbucks gift cards, Amazon gift cards. And so anytime you get an Amazon gift card, it's the same thing as money, right? I mean, I can take my 20,000 and say, give me Amazon gift cards and I can buy everything from Amazon. But we give people that ability to earn travel. We give people that ability to travel the world for basically free. And that's what's really causing the incredible growth that our company's having. In fact, as a company, we double in size every 8 to 12 months. We'll do over 80 million in sales this year. And it's because of this unique model of showing people how to do the one thing they've always wanted to do their entire life at a price they never knew was possible. And then for those who might want to take the next step and partner with our company, we can show you how you can turn that into tax write-offs like Michael enjoyed. We can show you how to turn that into sharing a free link with anyone and everyone. They're going to save money. And for every dollar they save, you're going to earn $1 in free travel. But it's an incredible program that has obviously captured the imagination of people all over the world. And so for my wife and I, again, this began as a way to save money on travel. My wife managed a Kohl's department store, did that for 20 years. And so we were, everyday family living paycheck to paycheck. And next thing you know, the travel savings just kind of spread from person to person to person. And, for us, what began as a way to save money on travel has turned into a seven-figure business. And we got to the place that she was making, 10 times as much from our travel business as she was her being an executive at the Kohl's department store. But again, for most people, it's not about making money. For most people, it's about traveling for less, traveling for free, being able to get the tax write-offs, that type of thing. But Randy, I know I got you on here as well, and you're somebody who's gotten to travel the world with our company. You've been, I think, all kinds of different places, but I want to kind of throw it over to you to kind of share your perspective, and then if we need to, we can pop on some slides or answer any questions there might be.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thanks for having me, everybody. Hey, Michael, thanks for having me on tonight. Guys, this was so simple. I was looking to retire, and some friends of mine, Sarah and Jeremy, they knew I was looking to retire. I'm a single dad, two grown kids, and I wanted to travel, and I wanted to start, taking some trips and bucket list stuff. And they shared this membership with me, and I looked at these deals and I thought, wow, that's amazing if that really works like they said it does, right? And I was a skeptic like anybody else. And so, but my friends had been using it and they showed it to me, and I said, what the heck? There's no contracts. There's nothing, entanglements or anything. So I could quit anytime I wanted to. So I signed up, but I was working a lot, career carpenter. I was working a lot at the time. So I just started banking these points that you'll hear about. I just started banking them. And I saw down the road, there was this trip coming up to Las Vegas in our world tour package. You'll hear about that. And I looked at that and I thought, okay, now there's an opportunity for me to vet this company and see if this thing really works. So I had some points banking. I had the time off coming up. So I went in the back office, very simple, took the points that I had accrued, applied them to the trip. And guys, this was 5 days and 4 nights at Resorts World in Las Vegas for 2 people, $76. 70. Now I haven't gone, right? I see it there. I'm like, wow, it can't be. So I go, I take my brother, I say, hey, let's go together. So we get out there, amazing place. If you haven't been to Resorts World, it's an amazing place. But anyways, we go, we have a blast. We're really enjoying ourselves. We're talking to people at the pool, like, how much, just curious, how much, did you pay to stay here? And it was like about $1,200 for the same time frame. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
Wow.
But here's what got me, guys. Everybody's looking for that gotcha, right? And so when I went to check out, I'm thinking, here it comes. As soon as I check out, this is where it really comes down. So then I checked out seamlessly, $76. I'm like, wow, the light bulb went off. This thing is amazing. And so I had posted some pictures. I had done some little marketing, not knowing it. And by the time I got home, I had a bunch of my friends saying, how did you get that trip for $76? And it was that simple. And so I started sharing it with them, and it's just been a blessing ever since. I've taken several trips. My boys, we took a dream trip to Chicago, chartered a boat, went fishing all over the lake, and we've just done some amazing things. I took another platform we have to Escondido, California at a 4-star resort, 8 days, 7 nights. And I think it was $80 at a 4-star on 2 golf courses, 30 minutes from San Diego. And it was $80 to stay. And the taxes to stay there was $84. But it was incredible. So as I started,
were you at Lawrence Welks?
I was at Lawrence Welks.
Wow, that place is amazing. Yeah.
Wasn't it like 2 or 3 bedrooms, Randy?
It was a 1-bedroom suite.
Okay.
But it would sleep 6. Had the
It
pull
would
out
sleep
couch,
6, yeah.
full kitchen,
That's
all
cool.
that stuff. But so I was checking those boxes off. And as I checked those boxes off, I was like, this thing's phenomenal. I don't care if you want to travel more, whatever it is that you want to do, you want to get the tax advantages. It has so many things for everybody, you know. So I jumped in both feet, and it's been one of the best things I've ever done. So just want to share that.
Thank you so much for sharing. Everybody, thanks for jumping in here and sharing your stories. Different, similar to mine though. I do want to try to get down into a little more brass tacks, right?
Sure.
Like, what is it? What does it cost? That sort of thing. So how about this? This is my first, like this is my first time like talking to a bunch of people about it. Oh, thanks, Todd, for sharing some slides. I haven't really seen these slides, so.
Yeah, so I was going to walk you guys through the slides. You want to get out of the brass tacks to how the whole program works.
Thank you.
So guys, number one, our company, we have offices in 3 different continents. Our main headquarters is in Temecula, California. We have an office in Madrid, Spain, and we have an office in Almaty, Kazakhstan. In fact, I'll be there in April. The company, as I mentioned, is going to do 80 million in sales this year. We're now in 60, we're going to be in 67 countries. We're opening up Mongolia at the end of March. Our CEO and founder was actually a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. So, phenomenal entrepreneur, customer service in multiple languages. And so it's a well-run company. Again, travel is the single largest industry in the world at 10 trillion. It's expected to grow to 15 trillion in the next 8 years, which is going to make it 3 times the size as the oil industry. And there's a reason for that. Travel is the one thing everybody wants to do. When you come on board with our company, you can book at better than travel agent rates on resorts, hotels, cruises, car rentals, parks, tours, activities, entertainment, show tickets, concert tickets, shopping, dining. In fact, again, most of you are going to end up saving more money than the cost of our entire membership just with miscellaneous savings. And understand that if you buy our biggest membership, it's going to come with 2 actual vacations per year. I'm talking 4 and 5-star vacations. You can go to Prague for $1. You can go to Dubai for $1. You can go to Resorts World for $19. And you're going to get 2 trips like that per year. And you're going to say, wow, just in all the miscellaneous savings, I save more than the entire cost of membership, which means I got 2 vacations per year completely for free, but I'll get into that detail. When people book with us, there's a 110% price guarantee. If you find a lower rate on any public site, I don't care if it's Expedia, Booking, Travelocity, Orbitz, if you find a lower rate anywhere, we will not only match that rate, we'll then refund 10% of your money. You're guaranteed to save money with our travel product. When it comes to the travel site, we have every hotel in the world. Again, you can book at the travel agent rate. So let me give you guys some side-by-side examples. So these are screenshots. This is the documentation meets conversation. And so this is a place in Miami Beach. You can see Expedia is $4,463 and our site's $2,326. That means we're $2,000 less. So the most popular question we get is, wait a minute, how did you guys get a better rate than Expedia? And the answer is we don't have a better rate than Expedia. Expedia has access to the exact same rate we do. The rate is $2,300. What we have is a different business model. Expedia takes the $2,300, adds $2,000 to it. They go and spend tens of millions of dollars on television commercials. They hire Captain Kirk to be the Priceline negotiator. That guy costs 7 figures. And so, they have to mark every time you book, they're making a lot of money. That's, again, how they became a top 10 internet company in the world. What we're doing is we're bringing what I call the Netflix model to the travel industry. If you think about Netflix, they don't make money selling movies. They make money selling a membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. Same thing with Apple Music. They don't make money selling music. They make money selling a membership that lets you listen to an unlimited amount of music. Well, guys, we don't make money selling travel. We make money selling a membership that allows you to book travel with no markup. Now, if you're somebody who travels once every 3 years, you have no desire to travel, you're probably better off at Expedia. But if you're somebody who travels even once a year or wants to travel more, we are going to save you an absolute fortune, and we can prove that. Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, when you come on board with our company, you're going to have the ability to hand out a free travel link to anyone and everyone. Now, the free customers can only save half as much as you and I. So this is the same example I gave you a moment ago, right? The exact same example. So us as monthly subscribers, we can save $2,136. You give it to your next door neighbor, they're just a free customer, never paid our company a dime, no credit card required. They just went there, put in an email address, created an account, and my gosh, they can save $1,068. Now, if you gave that to your mother, brother, aunt, uncle, sister, cousin, friends, I mean, obviously they save this kind of money. They're pretty excited. Well, the great thing is that for every dollar they save, you're going to earn $1 in free travel. So they just saved $1,068. You just earned $1,068 in free travel. Meaning you could literally go over and buy $1,000 plane ticket, $1,000 hotel, $1,000 worth of excursions, get $1,000 worth of Amazon gift cards. You can convert that to real money and something that your family can do. Give you guys another example. This is a place in San Diego. These are actual screenshots, same place, same day, same everything. Expedia's $5,000, our price $1,923. Todd, how did you guys get a better rate than Expedia? We don't have a better rate than Expedia. They have access to the same $1,923 we do. They just choose to mark it up to $5,047 so they can pay for all those commercials on television. And so again, you look at the customer here saving $3,000. By the way, that's that's like 2 years worth of membership in our company. You saved on one transaction. Again, if you gave away the travel site completely for free to your next door neighbors, they wouldn't save $3,000, they'd save $1,500. Of course, they save $1,500. That means you just earned $1,500 in free travel that you can apply toward airline tickets, concert tickets, rental cars, cruises, whatever you might want to do. And so just quickly, if you gave, 10 friends our free travel site and the average person saves $250, you just earned $2,500 in free travel. If you gave it to 50 friends, you just earned $12,000 in free travel. If you gave it to 100 friends, you just earned $25,000 in free travel. Now, we happen to have cruise lines. In fact, we have 44 cruise lines. To give you guys another side-by-side screenshot, if you want to book it through the cruise line or on Expedia, you're going to pay $6,400. If you book it through us, you're only paying $5,000, meaning you just saved $1,405 plus insurance for 2 people. Now, the thing that really made us big is our, what we call a Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can have an amazing vacation every single year. Now, I'm going to show this to you from our platinum perspective. It's our #1 seller by far, not even close. And when you do the platinum, this is where you're getting that 2 vacations a year that I keep referencing. So you're going to have 2 vacations per year. Now, you can book it in our getaways or you can book it in our world tours. And I'll explain the difference between the two. So the getaways are typically 7 nights, 8 days. This is where you heard Randy a moment ago. He had a 1-bedroom, full kitchen, living room. It would sleep 6 people. You can get a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room, flat screen TV, fireplace, jacuzzi tub in the master suite. You can get these kinds of places. In fact, we have 365,000 weeks available right this very moment. There's no blackout dates. There's no contracts. There's always places you can book. Again, 365,000 weeks available right this second. And you guys can go back there, book 24/7, 365. So I'm just going to give you an example of some of the types of trips you're going to get to take. These are the Canary Islands. If you've never been to the Canary Islands, they're owned by Spain, but they're off the northern coast of Africa. Now, the Canary Islands are just like the Hawaiian Islands. They're the rugged volcanic islands. There's several different islands, palm trees, gorgeous weather. I mean, it's paradise. But rather than being in the middle of the Pacific Ocean like Hawaii, these are in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. But you can come here in a 5-star resort. You'll be here 7 nights, 8 days. Your total price is $7. You're paying $1 per night. This is one of the 2 vacations you're going to get every single year. And remember, you're going to save more in miscellaneous savings that even cost for our entire membership. So it's like, wow, I mean, I'm getting these 2 vacations for free. I handed out the travel link and I earned all those travel credits. So there's a multitude of ways we're going to show you that you're going to be able to get these vacations for free. Now, here's another vacation. This is in Cabo San Lucas. You can come here again, 7 nights, 8 days. You have a 1-bedroom suite. So you got, the living room with a separate bedroom. Now you're going to be here 8 days for a total price of $149. Over on the far right, you're right outside of Orlando, right outside of Disney. You got a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, full kitchen, living room. Again, you're going to be there 8 days for $142. Again, there's 360,000 weeks, just like what I'm showing you right this very moment. There's no lack of inventory, no lack of places to go. Well, then we have our world tours. Now, what's the difference between a getaway and a world tour? The getaways are typically 7 nights, 8 days. The world tours are typically 5 days. And we do that because some people only get a week off for vacation. So you got a day to fly there, a day to fly home, 5 days at the resort. So that's 7 days. So we have some longer vacations. We have some shorter vacations. The getaways, again, you can get the full kitchens and the living rooms, but there's no food involved. There's no food that's provided with that. The world tours, sometimes they're all inclusive, or at a minimum, we have a lot of them at the Hyatt. So you guys are going to spend a lot of time at Grand Hyatts, and the breakfast is included. Now, if you've never been to the breakfast at the Grand Hyatt, I mean, for 2 people, it's like $90. I mean, they got every kind of fruit, every kind of juice, every kind of pastry. They're melting chocolate down the wall. I mean, they got the chefs make up the omelets any way you want. I mean, it's when you're done with breakfast, you ain't going to eat lunch. Now, further, the world tours are at preset dates in certain locations. And we have anywhere from basically 10 to 18 world tours every single month. So there's no lack of places to choose. And this is where you can go to, for example, my wife and I just got back from Prague. Now, we were in Prague for $1. We paid $1 and we were in Prague for 5 days, breakfast included. Well, when we were in Prague, there was 300 other people from our company that were there at the exact same time. Now, I want to be clear. This is not some group activity. I mean, you're not, being asked to go participate with a group. You can go there with your family. No one even knows you're part of our company. You can do your own thing. I don't even know those people. But for a lot of you are people. And when you go there, you're going to see people walking around with the Chivorium shirt like I have on right here, or Chivorium backpacks and hats and this kind of stuff. Oh, you're with Chivorium too. Where are you from? And you're going to meet people from all over the world. So when I was in Prague, I was there with 300 other people from 20 different countries. And so when you're done, you're going to meet all kinds of people that are, just like you. They're like-minded. So it's like you're having this incredible conversation. And next thing you know, you're exchanging, Facebook info, Instagram info, WhatsApp info, and you're going to keep in touch with these people for, the rest of your life. I'll never forget when I landed in Spain a couple of years ago for the first time. A lady I met at the world tour, she picked me up at the airport. I mean, I'm walking off the plane. I go down through the thing. She's like, "Welcome to my country." When I went to the Canary Islands, Adriana was there picking me up at the airport. When I went to Reunion Island, Mauritius Island, I was getting picked up at the airport by people that I had met on a vacation somewhere. So it's kind of cool when you can actually go to places you've never been and people that live there on the ground. So it's a big part of our business. You're going to find out that you're going to go to these vacations and it's not just about the place and the price, but for a lot of you, it's about this connection to like-minded people from all over the world. Now, to give you guys just a sampling of some of the kinds of world tours we have, again, we have 10 to 18 different ones every month. If you guys want to go to, for example, Venice, this is at the Grand Hyatt. When you land in Venice, it's the floating city. So you're not going to take a normal taxi to the hotel. You're going to get in a boat. Well, if you've never been to Venice, the boat ride runs $180 each direction. Because I went there and was on a world tour and I spent $360 just on the water taxi. But here you're going to be at the Hyatt. You got breakfast included, the water taxi included, the glass factory included, 5 days, and your total price is $360. This is one of the 2 trips you're going to get every year with your membership.
Hey.
Maybe you'd rather go to Dubai. By the way, we have all kinds of places in Dubai for $1, $7, $49. Although this particular one, they're showing $99. Most people actually pay less money than that.
Hey,
Montego, yeah.
Do you mind if I actually interrupt you real quick?
Sure.
Brandy had a question. I wanted you to touch on it real quick before she has to
Yeah.
go. This isn't just hotels, right? Can you just maybe expand cruises, flights? Her specific question was about whether she can book flights and stuff through it.
Yeah, you can book flights. You can earn, credits toward flights. You can book hotels, resorts, cruises, rental cars, shopping, dining, activities. Again, you can get gift cards. And so, there's a whole myriad of ways that you guys are going to save a ton of money on travel. And I'll give you a couple specific examples. I got a friend that bought Beyonce tickets, saved $1,500 on our Beyonce tickets. I got a buddy that bought Dallas Cowboy tickets, saved $1,800 on his Cowboy tickets. I had a buddy, Jeff Miner, just rented a truck, saved $1,400 on a truck rental. And so, we're talking not saving $10, $5. We're talking about saving some pretty incredible money.
Hey, it's Brandy. I just want to ask another question, or
Sure.
Are we getting close to the number? Because I'm ready to sign up.
Oh,
So-
yeah. It's
Frank,
like,
if you need- if-
it's
if
like,
you-
it's like one slide away.
If you need to
Okay,
go, I can
perfect.
also send it to you too.
No, I can wait. I'm just being funny. Okay, bye.
All right. So yeah. So again, guys, here's the last slide here, right here. You want to go to Las Vegas, Nevada for $19. You're at a 5-star resort. You want to go to, New York City. You're in the heart of Manhattan. The rooms go for $500-600 a night. You're going to be there for 5 days, breakfast included for $399. So we have 3 levels of membership. And again, guys, you can sign up, you can cancel anytime. There's no contracts. You don't have to talk to anybody. You go in the back office, you click on cancel, you're out. The first membership are small. It's $52 a month. Our medium is $75 a month. And the one that almost everybody buys, 95% of our sales, is our platinum at $135 per month. Now, at $52 a month, that's $600 a year. What am I getting for the money? Well, number one, you're getting to book it better than travel agent rates. So, like I showed you those hotels a moment ago, we were saving $1,000, $2,000, $500. My buddy Jeff saved $1,400 on a truck rental. My friends saved $1,400 on Beyonce tickets, $1,800 on Dallas Cowboy tickets. And so, just one item, if you do one thing, it'll probably pay for 2.5 years worth of membership on the smallest membership we have at $52 a month. Plus, at the smallest level, you have the ability to hand out the travel site, like I mentioned, where as people save money, you're earning money toward travel. We have our medium membership. It's $22 more per month. What am I getting for the extra $22? You're getting one actual vacation per year. And then we have our platinum membership, our number one seller. It's $269 one time only. Then 30 days later, it's $135 per month. So with that, I'm getting everything I described, plus I'm getting 2 actual vacations per year. Oh, by the way, if you tell 3 other people about our membership and they sign up, your membership is no longer coming off your credit card. Because when you tell 3 other people, they're basically going to take it right out of you. When you tell 3 people, you're going to be earning $4.45 per day in commission from our company. That's $137 per month. They take your monthly membership straight out of the commission that you're earning. So when you tell 3 people, no longer coming off your credit card, when you tell 3 people, you're basically free. Now, if you want the ability to build, and share it with people, you also have to do the one time per year $79 annual partnership agreement. And what that does, it gives you your replicated website, your ID number, your back office. You get Travorium University, all the training, the turnkey business system. You get all the tax write-offs because you're in business. This is what makes you in business right now. This is where all the tax write-offs are going to come from. And so if you do the 2 together, okay, it's for the number one seller, it's $269 plus $79 for the partnership. It's $349 today. Then 30 days later, it's $135 per month. Of course, if I tell 3 people, it's no longer coming off my credit card. Most of you will save more money just in miscellaneous things than it even costs for the membership. Plus, I still got 2 vacations. You hand out the free travel site. Most of you are going to end up earning thousands of dollars just as your friends save money, you're making money. And then like Michael, a lot of you are going to find out you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment. You're going to save 3 to 4 times as much in taxes as the even cost for the membership. And so again, make no mistake about it. This is unequivocally about showing every one of you how you can get involved, how you can travel for less, how you can travel for free, and actually put a little money in your pocket in the process.
Awesome. Wow. Yeah.
I
Thanks for
do
doing
have
that.
another question.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Brady. I was going to ask if anybody had questions. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's do
I
it.
have another question. Just because I'm moving 1,000,000 miles an hour and I drop the ball a lot. So when it comes to taxes, like for my personal stuff, so when it comes to taxes and my CPA is like, okay, Brandy, like what the heck are you trying to do? My question is, are there like Zoom calls or something like groups where you can join and hear how everyone's writing everything off, or am I going to get a list, or like what, how, I guess, other than reaching out to Mike and saying, hey, what are you writing off? Are there groups to kind of like help, book things, or,
Yeah,
I need some
all the above. We have Zooms every
Okay.
night of the week. We have trainings every week. We have our Travorium
Okay.
University. You can reach out to Michael. You can reach out to Randy. You can reach out to Hillary. You can reach out to me. You could go see a local CPA, and you're going to find out those, handful of things that you can do that are going to add up to, again, you know, in Michael's case, how much, Michael? 23 grand?
Correct. You nailed it.
Yeah. I mean, we're not talking saving $500 here. We're talking about saving a ton of money.
No, I need a write off and I need
Yeah.
mini vacations. So this is good. Thank you.
Yeah, Brandy, when I was doing this and you said that you wanted to see, I was like, wait until she hears about that part, because with what we do, right, with the mortgage stuff, and Sandra, I know you're realtor, like we need write-offs, we really do. And this was the biggest thing that I wasn't writing off that I could.
So do you do that under your business, Michael?
So I
Okay.
started, so, all right, you don't have to have a business, right? So
Yeah.
like I have my mortgage thing, I have an LLC, taxes, and S Corp, right? And that's Soka Lending. And then Matt
Yeah.
has his, Matt also does like bookkeeping stuff, right? He has his own business.
Yep.
Neither business is touched, right? This is literally a sole proprietorship. So I didn't have to
Okay.
make a new EIN number, tax ID number, nothing. It was literally just under my own social security number. And we literally just line by line, just were able to write it off. You do have to do, I forget which sheet it was. Matt knows. I forget which sheet it was on the taxes, but you basically fill it out. And then literally it was just marketing. Like we called all this stuff marketing, because
Yeah.
you do have to put it on your Facebook or your Instagram or whatever you use, right? To show that you're actively like doing something with your business. But once you do that, you can then write the trip off.
Gotcha. And those 3 people that you refer, do they have to sign up on a certain membership? Like, is it the
This-
lowest membership? Okay.
It's the same as yours. So like I did platinum. So
Okay.
for instance, if you signed up as the lowest one, I wouldn't count, that wouldn't get counted as one of my 3.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, it just means you need a few more, but they all,
Yeah. You do get credit.
yeah.
Hillary's
Just get a
you
little-
get credit. Yeah,
You just get less.
exactly.
than-
Well, it just
Okay.
means you need more than 3, but literally 98% of the people who join as a platinum, and mainly so that we can get the travel points, which is what we're
Right.
using for the world tours. And nobody else in the industry has world tours. They're super special. 4 and 5-star bucket list destinations. I don't know if any of you are in Colorado, but I'm going to Vail, Colorado in April for the world tour. Love to meet you guys there. It's gonna be so much fun. And if Michael was around, I'm sure he'd go, but I think he's off gallivanting somewhere else.
You know.
So I went to Bali in the Philippines in November, and it was an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yes.
Oh, we had Bali, and we've got Thailand, and I think Vietnam as well. I don't remember the cost, but it's incredible. I think the Hyatt is at Bali. I looked at going to that. I'm still debating. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going this summer. I went to Europe last year, and I'm like, am I going to Greece? Am I going to Hawaii? I'm pulling out the map, trying to figure out where everything is because I'm geography illiterate. It's so much fun.
Well, I mean,
So-
getting there was the cost, right? We went because it was so much
Yes.
money to go first class. We
Yeah, this
went-
one's $299
like-
for 2
that's like
people.
18 hours or something like that.
Whoa, okay. Well, Todd's been all over the world. He can speak to that. I thought the flight to Europe wasn't too bad, but it was like 8-9 hour flight. But
Yeah, this goes back to, Sandra, you're going to have the ability to hand out our free travel site for free to people. And remember, for every dollar they save, you make $1. And through that process, you can end up earning thousands and thousands of dollars in travel credit that you can apply toward your airline tickets.
Okay. And you got Philippines is in there because I was planning to go again this year.
Yeah, we got the Philippines, Bali, Thailand. In fact, in Thailand, you're at the Hyatt for 7 days. That gets like $99. And then we have a trip incentive there where you're there for 8 days for 158. So you could literally go to Thailand for less than $300.
So when you say, yeah, that's a total cost. It's not when I think Randy was talking about the $80.
Yeah, that's the
that
total
you said-
cost.
That's a
that was
total
for the
cost.
whole thing? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes,
So
for
I was
2
thinking
people.
$80 a night.
No, 2 people,
Okay.
$80 the whole
Okay.
time. It's crazy.
and sometimes you can actually have more than 2 people. I know sometimes we have up to 4 people. You just pay a little bit more. Sometimes
Okay.
we've had family up to 5. You have to read them which ones you want to go. But this is not like, people deciding for you. You have ultimate control of where you want to go. I'm a snob. I like 5-star hotels. Sometimes I'll
Yeah, me
suffer
too.
through a 4-star. I've really become bad. Like I won't even go to a 2-star. And so I'm like, it's my choice. I go to
Yeah.
them, I save a lot of money and it's fun. And then I use those savings to go to the next trip, you know?
Yeah.
So Hillary, you made the comment about VRBO. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I run Airbnbs for a living, so I'm pretty psyched about that. And I've been telling and bugging Todd in his ear, when are you getting Airbnbs? Where are you getting Airbnbs? And then we just were told last month they're finally getting VRBOs. I think, when is it coming out? In a couple weeks?
About a month away.
Okay. And then we're going to get triple credits on one of the new platforms. We have 6 platforms, guys, and it can be confusing, but we are here to explain it to you. Once you guys join, we'll do a back office walkthrough so it won't be confusing. And I'm really good at it because I'm great at software. I do it for a living. So, the VRBOs, to me, it's like we have everything now. We really do.
Yeah, they're doing a deal with Ticketmaster too. So we're gonna have Ticketmaster in about 6 months. And then
Wow.
one other cool thing that we're gonna do, that's coming out later this year, it's called Rovia. So let's assume this for a moment, Sandra, you book a trip to Bali in August. Well, that's a long ways away. What if the price drops between now and then? The site's going to monitor your booking 24/7. You don't have to do anything. If the price drops for any reason, it'll automatically rebook you at the lower price and refund the difference.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
So yeah, so I'm sharing something. I'm probably not supposed to share that, but that is coming out later this
Tell
year.
anybody. Oh my God.
That's coming out later this year.
All the
And do
secrets
you
are
guys-
coming out here.
Yeah, I'm the best. I'm the best leak in the business. I mean,
Okay.
so
Wow, Todd, that's amazing. Come
Yeah.
on.
And we already have 110% guaranteed price
Wow.
Yeah.
as a member. Yeah, it's incredible. Nobody's doing that.
So Sandra, by the time you get done doing all the tax write-offs, you're gonna say, wow, it's like I got my first class tickets for free. When you
Yeah.
start saving money in all the other miscellaneous areas, you're like, wow, I got this entire membership for free. You hand out the travel site to a few people, you're gonna earn up all this travel credit. You're like, nah, I got more airline tickets for free. It's like, I'm literally getting paid to
Snowballs.
travel.
Can you give that to, like, if you're like, I want to use it, but I can't use it right now? Is there an expiration to it, or can you have like your kids?
Your,
You
your,
use
your
it,
credits
or-
are, your credits are good for 10 years. So
Okay.
there's an expiration, but it's 10 years from now. And remember, you can always get Amazon gift cards. So you can always give the gift
that's
card,
right.
give your kids the gift cards.
Right.
You get Starbucks gift cards. I mean, there's all kinds of gift cards you can buy back there that, I mean, you know, you might do your Christmas shopping back there, you know, okay, gift card for
Yeah.
you, gift card for you.
Right. And then do you guys have meetings that we need to attend every so often? Or is there like,
Never a meeting you need to attend, but we have all kinds of meetings you can attend, meaning that we do these kind of Zooms on a regular basis. There's training Zooms, there's corporate update Zooms, there's different types of Zooms you can plug into.
Okay.
Where as you meet other people that say, you know, Sandra, tell me more about this travel business. See, tell you what, hop on this Zoom tonight. They're going to do a side-by-side price comparison. You're going to be blown away. And I'll call you after the Zoom. I mean, so you're going to have all kinds of places you can send people. They do the entire explanation and you just call up and say, hey, what'd you think?
okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Sandra, when I started, I was working so much. I love the idea of it, right? But I was working so much, and these Zooms were so great. Now I know, obviously I know, and I can share. But these Zooms were so great because people could ask questions, and I leveraged it, and I just
Yeah.
leverage it, and so that's another beautiful thing about the company. I just love it.
Very cool. Thank you.
What other
Does anybody
questions?
have any more questions? Yeah.
Edie, are you still on?
I am.
You're awfully quiet for being Edie.
I
See,
know.
I called you
I was
out
going to
too.
tell
What-
Kim Clancy, call me tomorrow so we can talk about this.
Hey, girl, I was like, is that
Yeah. No, I have lots of questions, but I'll do them offline with you. I'm just thinking and taking it all in. And I want you to send me the presentation like you're going to send to Brandy. So
I'll send to everybody. Yep.
All
yep.
good.
I'm gonna. So y'all, what I'm gonna do is, if I have questions, I will ask Hillary because she's a software tech person, right? But I'm gonna download the recording, upload it to YouTube. Okay, that way I don't have to send like a big old thing. I just send the link, and then I'll send everybody just the link so you can watch it whenever, share it with whoever you want. I'll also in the email I'll put if you're ready to sign up, because I want the credit, right? Like through my link, how you guys saw, right? You kind of want your people to sign up under your links. You're able to get the accolades for their stuff and that sort of thing. So I'll give everybody the credit so they can sign up under me. And that way, yeah, we can all work together on it.
I do have a quick question before I have to log off. So I had joined RCA a few years ago. It was like $10,000 I spent. It's a travel club type thing.
Yeah,
And I'm sad that I don't even use it. It's
I
just
don't either.
It's such crap.
It was crap.
Um,
I did the
I'm
same
not
thing.
agree with that.
the hard part about that was you go on the website, they tell you whether it's gold or crown or I don't even remember, but I didn't feel like I specifically said, because we go to Hawaii a lot, are there good places to book in Hawaii? And honestly, all of the Hawaii places are like 2 and 3 stars and not places that we probably would want to stay. I'm sorry if I missed this. Are we, can you book anywhere? I mean, this is for any hotel anywhere.
Yeah, we
Correct.
can't promise that we have every hotel, or Todd, do we have every hotel now?
No, we have every hotel in the world.
Oh, we have every hotel. There you go.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and you'll see there's a lot of different ways you can go travel to a particular, like Hawaii. Sometimes there's a trip incentive to Hawaii. Sometimes I
sign
can
up
find
for
a
that
getaway in
RCA.
Hawaii.
Okay.
Sometimes I can find a world tour in Hawaii. Or maybe I'm just going to book it on the travel site because I got a very particular hotel I want to be at. And I'm just going to book it for 30, 40, 50% less. And so, you're going to have a myriad of options to say, I want to go to Hawaii. This is the experience I want, to make sure you get the experience you want.
And
I
Brandy,
may sell my timeshare.
Brandy,
Oh,
I
okay.
had the same thing, right? I did it through RCA. I was so mad. I
Yeah.
was so upset about the whole thing with RCA. I can tell you that I would never, ever even post on my Facebook, like, you need to
Yeah.
look at joining whatever RCA. 'Cause we gave it back. I'm not kidding. We tried to sell it. We couldn't sell it. We ended up giving it back because I just didn't want to pay those stupid monthly fees.
Yeah.
Right. And I was, so that was one of the reasons why Hillary really needed to help me to get through that. But this one, you can literally cancel at any time. There's no whatever
Contract.
hidden weird crap like the RCA's had, right? And once you get the 3 people, literally there's no cost to it anymore. And it's just you get the free trips, you get the access to the sites, you get everybody else's, they don't want to sign up, you get their rewards when they use it. There's just so many other things. And that's why finally, it's been almost a year, right? And I haven't really said this to anybody, right? Until I just put it on my Facebook for the first time, because I just felt like it was so much that I was getting that I was finally ready to be like, all right, if I'm getting this, because I don't just refer, right?
Yeah.
Especially those of you who work with me that are my realtors,
Mhm.
you know that you're good. If I give you a referral, that means that you're really good, right? Because my word. So that's why I was waiting to even talk about it. And after all of this, I was especially with that tax thing, when I got that tax thing, I was like, I need to tell people.
Yeah.
Now I'm
like,
laughing.
I was like, Michael, when are you gonna stop being a secret agent? Come on, we all need this, right? As an empty nester, it's given me purpose again. I don't raise my children, they're all good and happy, but I need something. This has given me something to look forward to.
Yeah, Hillary's been on me to share it with people, and I was like, I will.
What were
I
you gonna
will.
say, Sandra?
Hey, yeah, I just touching on Brandy, what she was saying. So in the Philippines, when I went to the Philippines, we're like, let's do this next year. And we stayed at a specific hotel. So I was curious, okay, it's the peninsula, forgot the actual town, but in the Philippines. And I'm like, okay, if I could do that under this and see the difference, that would be actually a good thing for me to share with people.
Yeah.
To get them to sign up too. So.
Well, we're here to help you, and we could talk about all that offline. Michael could help you, and if he doesn't have time because he's gallivanting the beaches and the mountains of Mexico, I'm here for you, girl.
And girl, I'm working too. So Matt and I, we call ourselves digital nomads, right? So a lot of us on this, we can kind of be wherever, right? We can do our job as long as we have the internet, that sort of thing. So my whole thing is, why not? We made a decision very early on. We've been together 19 years. We made a decision very early on that we like to travel. Like that's what we like to do. We like to have experiences, that sort of thing. And we decided not to have children. And so we have the time, right? We have the capacity, we have the ability. And so if you've noticed on my Facebook over the last year or so, it's been a lot more. And people keep asking me, how has it been a lot more? Now you know.
And Todd just texted me he had to go. He apologized, but he's got another Zoom call to be on, so
Yeah.
not to be rude.
I was just happy that he took the presentation slides because I didn't want to do them. I hadn't seen them. When he like started presenting, I was like, oh, I hope this man is about to talk about these.
He's such a sweetheart for, for somebody who's like been in the company from day one, practically, if not from day one. He's never seen it in any company. And David Hart, the owner of the company, is the same way. Him and his wife, Adela, they're just beautiful people.
Well, does
So,
anybody, oh, good.
yeah, it's me right here, Maria here.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, I've been listening to everything you're saying. I hear a lot of, empty nesters, don't have kids. You guys mentioned that there are family plans, I guess, but does that cut it down a lot as far as choices and availabilities of where you can go, or do you have to just pay extra or use extra points in order to accommodate 3 to 4 people total
that's a
when
good
traveling?
question.
I'll
You
take
want to
this
answer
one.
that, Randy?
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Okay.
So we have like 6 platforms, okay? And the Getaways was built for families. I mean, built for families. You want to go to Orlando, you get 3 bedrooms, full kitchen, So the Getaways are amazing. They're 8 days, 7 nights. Absolutely incredible for families. If you just want to go with you and your hubby, you want to go get away, you can use any of our platforms. But several of ours, you can add, like the world tours, you can add, some of them you can add a person or 2 people for a little markup.
3 or
fee.
3
3,
or
yeah,
more. Mhm.
or more. So there's something here for everybody. That's something I really love, For me personally, those getaways, when I went to that getaway at that 4 or 5-star Welk Resort in Escondido, like you guys were saying, that was a timeshare location, but we obviously are not a timeshare, but we get to go at all these places. I talked to a couple of people and they were mad. They were upset. They had spent thousands of dollars
Really?
on their memberships and their maintenance fees. And you guys know. And I said, yeah, well, we're just here. I'm just here checking out your place. We're not members, but obviously they work with us because they want to have more members. But we don't have to do any of that stuff, which is beautiful, beautiful. So answering your question, we have something for everybody here, literally everybody.
Did I answer you, Maria?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Cool. All right. Anybody else have anything? Any questions? No? All right. Thank you everybody, first of all, for attending. Second of all, for chiming in. This went really well. So thanks everybody. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna figure out how to convert this thing into a YouTube video. And then I'll share the link with everybody. And I'll also put in there the link to actually get signed up too. But if anybody has any questions, etc., everybody got a hold of me some way, whether it was text, messenger, email, whatever. Feel free to just hit me up and yeah, you can get your questions answered.
It's nice meeting you guys. Hope to see you soon.
Appreciate the info. Thanks.
Thank you so
Great.
much.
Thanks,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Bye.